I can't be asking you to stretch again, right? But I thought it was okay, right? Since Dimitri started off laying down what we have and the things we do, then I treat myself more like a summary right now instead of an opening keynote. Let me just quickly go into it. I thought it's really important what we have done. So just 3 weeks ago, I was in Moscow in our internal kickoff. But I thought a few things that is important for the audience to know. One is, why am I here? I was here this week. I was here 3 weeks ago. I was also here in November. So I've been in India for the past almost every month. India is our fastest growing region in APAC. And thank you so much for so many loyal customers with us today, and you are making us really successful. And I also want to share, while last year has been a little bit bumpy for us in Kaspersky, right? You are aware of the US ban of the licenses, not trade intelligence, but we are stable. I can't share the numbers right now. We will have our PR team sharing numbers, but we actually had a record-breaking year in 2024. So can I just have a round of applause for all of you for supporting us? The numbers will be shared later on, but amidst all the challenges that we had, we actually had very, very strong growth, both in India, APAC, or globally. And why do I say that, and what thought is really important? 3 weeks ago, I was in Lemon Tree, Delhi Golf Resort, and we did our India kickoff. We have doubled the team actually in 2024, right? So we are almost 50 men strong right now. When I joined in Kaspersky in 2023, May 2023, we were about a 20-man team, right? Now we have really crossed the 50 mark. We'll continue to invest. Like what Dimitri mentioned, from a HQ perspective, from an APAC perspective, India is the fastest growing region for us, and India also have the biggest potential for us for growth. Yes, we are investing ahead of the curve, but we do not want until when things are getting better that we start hiring people. So we'll see us adding a lot of new team members into the team. And again, when we are doing this, it's not just about putting more people to help our customers, to make you successful. Like I mentioned earlier, when I was on the stage as a rehearsal earlier, when we are enabling, we're not only enabling our people, but we're also enabling our partners. So when we invest in resources, it's not just about sales, pre-sales. We're also talking about local technical support. We're also talking about people that can deliver expert security services all in country. I think this not only will help us to be able to deliver better quality services in time, but I think this is also an area that we have been working to ensure that we are passing knowledge locally down to the country. So I'm sure if you guys are not aware, for the past 1 year, we have also done a lot of MOU with IIT Delhi, Madras, or with Mumbai, and we continue to influence and help on the curriculum so that we are able to not only support from a business standpoint, but from the foundation up. But today, I just want to still talk about who we are and where we are, right? When I say who we are, we're talking about all of us here in this room that's in the cybersecurity industry. It's a very tough job, right? Where did I say that? You need to balance all the regulatory compliance, whether you have RBI, you have banking sector, whether SEBI, if you are a listed company, whether DPDP, new act, new laws that you need to adhere to, that's one part. On the other hand, your CEO, your board of directors is asking you to grow faster. Because India is indeed the fastest growing country in terms of GDP growth. Of course, the business also want to grow faster. So you have one hand the regulatory needs, you have one hand the business needs, and then you are now trying to balance, right? And yet, every cybersecurity solution that you need to do, unfortunately, you need budget. To fight for the budget, to go and get the budget, again, is another very, very big task. So sometimes I felt that we are in the cybersecurity world, sometimes we are all squeezed, right? Either way we can't move. That is why we are here today, to make it easier, to make it better, and of course, hopefully to make it a little bit more cost effective. I will touch that and share that in my next few slides. Okay, since we're in Delhi, I don't talk about RBI, I don't talk about SEBI, let's focus just on DPTP, right? Like when we were having our panel discussion in Mumbai, and I'm sure later with Dr. Sanjay, don't get us wrong, we are actually very happy that some of these things are being enforced today. Why? Now it gives all of us the reason to go to our CEO, to go to our board of directors and say that we need to have budget to implement cybersecurity. Because many times, people think that it's okay, right? We need to buy the laptop. The laptop is more important than cyber. Laptop is physical, cyber is insurance. I don't need that. It's not required. Until bad things happen, and then everybody starts to struggle, right? So, of course, that has also sprung another industry behind the cybersecurity industry. That is the cyber insurance industry. Because you know that you are now liable, many enterprises start to buy insurance plan. Just like we buy a life insurance to take care of us, so that if I fall sick, when I go to the hospital, someone will pay the hospital bill. Now, people are starting to buy cyber insurance, so that if you get compromised, you get penetrated, and start to lose data, and when you are liable, you have an insurance company to help you to pay the bill in terms of our liability. So when we are having this challenge, there are certain things that I want you all to think about, and we can discuss, right, as a team, or what we should handle this challenge or this business case in front of us. So DPTP now covers almost everything, right? You look at from customer data, of course, branding, reputation, able to do data recovery, able to do data loss protection, you need to do attack remediation. Of course, we have Dr. Sanjay here and talk about incident response. You have to be really fast, great, how you going to minimize damage. These are all needed right now. But is it the easiest way to solve this by just buying a cyber risk insurance? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you don't do that. You should do it, right? You should do it to enable your business, to safeguard your business, to make sure that your liability comes to the minimum. But you think about it, today just like I buy my own health insurance. If I have a lot of illness, my insurance premium is very high, isn't it? If I'm very healthy, I do my exercise every day, my blood pressure is good, cholesterol level is good, everything is all good, of course my insurance premium will be lower. In the same concept for cyber risk insurance today, if you have a good health check, a good cyber security framework in your company, when your COO, your CFO, your CEO goes ahead to renew a cyber security or cyber risk insurance policy, you can now ask for reduction in premium. Because now you are in a better position to say that, hey, you can do pen testing, you can do my vulnerability assessment, security assessment, I'm in very good health. Of course, I can request for a lower premium. And this is what I thought for all of us here. Maybe to think of it from a different standpoint, to think of it in terms of how are we going to get the budget, because getting the budget is difficult right now, right? To get more money to spend when businesses are taking all budget to expand businesses, to get in touch with more customers, maybe this is the time that, hey, CEO, hey, CFO, if I can make you reduce your cyber risk insurance, the amount of money that I will be able to save from here, who can easily pay for the cybersecurity solutions that I need to implement. Not only that you are able to save money for your company, at the same time you get yourself into a better position to reduce risk. So it's a win-win-win situation for all. And that is why we are here today as Kaspersky to, number one, give you peace of mind. I don't mind sharing. For me, the fear I have is when Patish, my head of support, or JD, our GM for India, were to call me in the middle of the night. Means something bad will have happened to one of our customers. So when we are in the cybersecurity line, You are always on your toes, everything praying that nothing happened. That's our life, isn't it? So how are you going to have a peace of mind today? And how are you yet going to meet your regulatory needs, your compliance? Whether internal compliance or compliance to the government, is where we are here to help you to solve. Let's take one little step back. Right? Data have shown today we have more connected devices to the internet than the human population. Every human being, I think including dogs and cats, less than 8 over billion. We have already now more than 18 billion of devices connected to the internet. Is it stopping there? We have cameras moving from analog to digital. Your phone, your tablet, your laptop, that's a thing of the past. Now my smartwatch, I have a smartwatch, I got a Fitbit connected. Your Nintendo Switch is connected. Your gaming console is connected. Your car is connected. Everything is connected. Smart meter is connected. Everything is connected right now to the internet. And we foresee the amount of devices on an average of 5 to 6 per human being in the world is going to be connected to the internet. Robots, medical, maybe one day your pacemaker will be internet connected. Flying cars, I can imagine what are the things that will have to be connected. But the question is, why? Because you want a TM Pay to be able to pay immediately, no cash. I came from the airport, fantastic QR code, that's it, I cross the customs right now, I cross the immigration right now. You want to be able to, over your phone, turn on the aircon, AC at home. You want to be able to monitor everything through your CCTV. The only way to do that is to be connected to the internet. Agree? But that also means that it is getting more and more complicated, right? Because if I want to hack, I want to do bad things, it's no longer going to the data center. It's not going to the government cloud. No. Everything now is a possible entry to bring bad things to you and to your organization. It's okay, I love to have fun when I'm on stage, okay? Again, some data, which I thought would be something very interesting for you to know, right? We are now about 28 years when Eugene Kaspersky founded Kaspersky. In 1994, we detected one new virus every hour. Fast forward 30 years right now. Kaspersky alone detect and sort 467,000 new malware, new viruses on a daily basis. How I wish the stock market and the property price go up this way. But in 30 years, look at how much you have changed. Also because of the number of devices connected to the internet. So you need to go back and tell your management team and say that, hey, boss, hey, CEO, hey, board of directors, things are getting so complicated, things are getting so difficult. I need budget, I need help, I need to make it more resilient because we need to assume that bad things is going to happen. Okay, I'm going to take 5 to 7 minutes just to wrap it up. What all the experts today is going to share in different pockets, right? Today we have many good speakers. They are all my head of product lines from Moscow. They are the business owner. They will be able to share with you a little bit more in depth. But I thought I just want to summarize a few things of what today Kaspersky has done. While we expanded the team, doubled the team size last year we also launched 11 new products in India. From SIEM, from XDR, from container security, SD-WAN, SASE, you name it, today we have a comprehensive portfolio. But what is the key things that we believe that's going to be very different in the years to come? Number one, convergence of IT and OT. IoT, right? So today when we see a convergence of IT and OT, it's no longer sufficient for you to maintain every equipment of OT/IT in silo. And that's why we launched our single open platform, our Open XDR, to be able to ingest telemetry now from both IT and OT on a single pane of glass, so that you are able to look at your asset and able to know vulnerabilities that's crossing between IT and OT. Why? Simple question. Camera today, CCTV. Is it an IT device or is it an OT device? It used to be OT because it's analog, you're recording to tape. Today it's an IP camera, you store all your images on disk. So how can you say that it is IT or OT? So if your camera protecting a safe in a bank, is that camera not important to be protected? So in order for you to have the telemetry across IT and OT, this is what we are promoting, a single unified platform to do that. So enough said, today from a protection standpoint, right, you guys have invested a lot of good money in endpoint protection, network detection and response. Now you have done really well on storing security logs and so forth. So that's still the protection part. But what we believe in Kaspersky is not only about just having a good protection. Maybe it's for you to consider one more step. Before protection, this big word called prevention. We always believe this statement, prevention is better than cure. And when we talk about prevention is why you will know what is going to happen before it happens. Why do I say that is possible? Because if you are a large enterprise today, and if you are going to have a brute force attack, a DDoS attack, and you're going to have bad things happening to you, I can be very confident that there will be chatter in the dark web. There will be bad things happening in the cyber criminal groups, all chattering about bad things are going to happen. You will have indicators of attack, indicators of compromise, telling you that it's an impending attack. It might be 2 days, 3 days, maybe even weeks before the attack were to happen. Without threat intelligence, without the information prior to what you have been doing this, you are not able to defend better. So this is why even in the military today, you talk about C2, right? Why intelligence is so important. So in the cybersecurity arena, intelligence is equally important. And not just focusing on protection, hardening. It's also important for you to have the threat intel, the threat information for you to fit into the same platform to be able to help you to make a more fruitful and more better decision, right? In order to protect. So you say, okay, Adrian, I hear you. So you talk about protection, all done. Now you talk about prevention, all done. Is that enough? Unfortunately, the answer is no. You have great prevention, intelligence, know what is coming. You have a great protection capabilities to protect yourself. The last step that you need to do is to talk about reaction. And this is what we call incident response. That's why we have been working with Dr. Sajid and his team on why giving all the information so that we can be able to respond even faster. Well, it is important because if you were to assume breach, we always, in the way that we design our cybersecurity policy, when we design our cybersecurity framework, we always need to have this idea that we will be penetrated. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, maybe in the next year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. But at the end of time, you will be penetrated. And the question will be is, how fast can you react to make sure that the damage is being contained? How fast are you going to make sure that there will be no data loss? Means that you have a data loss protection policy in place. How are you going to make sure that if you have an infected machine, how can you quickly quarantine it and put it in a sandbox where you are doing a forensic so that it doesn't further infect other machines? That is where time is the essence, and how fast you react to it will be how minimized your damage will be. So I just want to again emphasize on 3 parts, right? We have a great protection capabilities right now, and again, thanks to all the regulation here we have in India, everybody is now investing on the protection part. So I would say, great job, all good. Moving from antivirus to EDR to NDR to XDR, managed detection response, all great. But please relook into threat intelligence. Whether is it going to be IT threat intelligence, ICS, industrial cybersecurity threat intelligence, please spend some time doing that, which my team members, my colleagues is going to share a little bit more on what we offer as a company. But as you plan your charter, your next 3 to 5 years journey, then please also think of how are you going to do quick reaction. I think if you have that in mind, as you build your own framework for the next 3 to 5 years, I think we are all be in a much better place. I'm coming to the end of my presentation. I just wanted to share some next steps. So, okay, Adrian, thank you for our presentation. All great. I'm ready. All this. So, what's next? Maybe the basic, simple step. First step, do a security assessment, do a health check, and understand currently what you have. And this is where we in Kaspersky, we also do security assessment, red teaming, we also do penetration testing to let you understand where you are right now. But knowing where you are right now is going to be the first starting point. With that, then of course, you then chart your journey, depending on your needs, depending on how you want to adhere to all the regulatory needs, chart up your journey of how you want to transform your cybersecurity needs and the framework. And of course, lastly, hopefully we will be here to partner with you. We will be here to walk through the journey with you, because we do know it is not possible for you to get to nowhere to somewhere within 1 or 2 projects. It will take years to transform. And we in Kaspersky wants to be your trusted partner to walk this journey together with you, so that we can execute together, we can come together and make your environment, the world, a much safer place. With that, thank you. We'll be here. I'm leaving at 6 to catch my flight home. Yes, I am. But I'm here at least from now until 6 o'clock. I'll be glad to connect during tea breaks. Thank you.